that work together. I'm Keisha, and my co-host Terica is a camerawoman today.
What's going on, y'all?
And our special guest is Khenie.
Hey.
She used to work with me, and we actually worked on the same team. So she's in the same situation I'm in. We both got laid off. And before we get into that, I just want to let you know, not let you know, but give you a chance to tell everybody about yourself.
Well, I'm Khenie. I'm in my mid-30s. Don't ask no numbers.
I didn't know you were in your mid-30s. Wow. Continue, I'm sorry.
Black don't crack, girl.
Hey, it don't. We're just not gonna crack it.
Well, let me stop. Okay. Born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm full-blooded African. I have gone through the healthcare industry, and then I got into marketing. And then from marketing, I finally came into customer service.
We have a lot in common.
Yes, ma'am.
I worked in healthcare.
Okay.
And my minor was marketing. Continue.
Okay, this is gonna be a great conversation.
Right.
Okay. Okay, and then I moved to Atlanta for a while. I lost everything, like all my money, all my cars broke down. Actually, my car got hit on New Year's Eve of 2016. A head-on collision. I was just crossing the light at 10 miles an hour. Some guy came out of nowhere going over 100 miles an hour and hit my car.
Whoa.
And I walked out. I had to jump across the car because they thought whoever was in the car died, which was me. But they didn't know I was alive and I was standing right there. It was like literally like angels picked me up out the car and then set me back in. And I jumped out the car. So I lost it all. I had to start all over. I didn't have anything. I came back to Nashville, and that's how I got into customer service. So I worked part-time for one company. I went to another company. I worked part-time, and out of nowhere, one day I was just sitting there looking at the computer, and I applied for the job. We ended up working that together.
Okay.
So worked there for, I think, 2 years, 7 months.
Dang, she come down to the months.
Yeah, literally. It shows you on LinkedIn.
Wow.
Literally started at the bottom, continue. I never knew anything about technology, so that was my first time there. Kept on finding new things, started helping out in training, climbed up the ladder, went through different things in that building. Very
Not in the company in the building.
we went no, because as a whole the company is not bad.
Yeah.
Right? We had great experiences.
Right.
But you encounter some characters when you work at places. And so
Preach. Especially corporate America.
very much so. Especially
when you're
being
a black woman.
black opinionated, strong willed,
Hey.
and willing to stand up for what you know is right. You experience a lot in corporate America.
Yes, you do.
So now we're here. Two girls who got laid off.
Together.
Yeah. And I'm a licensed cosmetologist.
Okay.
So even I went to MTSU growing up. I left MTSU.
I went to TSU too.
Okay, come on, Raiders.
Blue Raiders.
Okay. And then out of nowhere, I left school for a while. I wilded out for a while. Then I got saved out of nowhere. No, I lived my life, and then out of nowhere, went through a bad breakup, and I got saved.
That's good.
Crazy, because I was out there.
Hey, we all have that moment.
And as I got closer to God, all I heard was go to hair school. My whole family was mad at me because I was a pre-med major.
Wow.
So they were
drastic change.
Yeah, pre-med, and then I changed to nursing. Then I just left it alone, and then all I knew was go to hair school. I went to a really known school, not calling no names, and then I started doing hair, and then I went back to college while I worked like 3 jobs, took care of my grandma,
Did it.
and went to school full time.
Cool. Ooh, superwoman. I see you.
Life is rough, man.
Hey, but
What you make of
we
it?
made it. Yeah, we made it through it.
Yeah, and that's it. That's me.
Okay, that's Khenie. That's a nice little synopsis of her life.
Okay, really fast.
Right? But let's go ahead and get into this.
Okay.
So, the day that you got the email, tell us how that went.
So we were working, our team that we were on was a flex team. We could do
Legit.
anything
Flex.
and everything in the building. we were trained on every topic, and we dealt with all executive issues.
Yes.
So if you reach out to exec, you talk to us. We figured out what's wrong. We made up a game plan of how to get the engineers to fix it.
And they ain't fix it half the time. But that's a whole nother situation.
No comment. So with that being said, I was in a meeting with most of our managers that day.
Were you really? Like the time that you got the email?
Right after. So I was in a meeting for the last hour going over initiatives because you remember we were doing the end-to-end process on my side of the team.
Yeah.
We were in a meeting and out of nowhere, 10 o'clock hits and we come out the meeting and all my access gets denied.
What?
I didn't get an email for over 2 hours.
Are you serious?
My access gets denied. So the other people I'm working on in another initiative, I was in three or four initiatives at that time. They're like, I hope we didn't get fired because we're doing the wrong project. And I'm like, y'all calm down, chill. But I'm telling you, I bet we just got laid off. That's not possible. You're telling me I chose the wrong thing to do. I'm like, y'all chill. But there's no way you get locked out of every doc. And we were on some top secret docs. One of some of the initiatives.
Yeah.
They locked us out. So the first thing I did was text the manager, because my heart literally went like, I think he got kicked out. That's the first person I texted, and it was true. He's like, I'm in the same boat as you are.
Wow.
And we waited 2 to 3 hours before we got an email.
That's crazy.
So other people are around talking about it. I don't know what's going on. This is a bad day. It was like, because you were off that day.
I was in bed.
Okay.
I was asleep.
It was Mayday. It was mayhem. It was crazy.
I believe it, because when I woke up, I had like about 4 or 5 calls before I even got to the bathroom to brush my teeth. I was just like, okay.
We were told that you guys have been let go. This was a hard decision. You will have a meeting in about 30 minutes from somebody from leadership. 30 minutes turned into some more hours. So we were just left with our own thoughts. We didn't know what was going on. I talked to other people, well, are you gone? That's when we started figuring out the whole team wasn't let go.
Yeah, because it was a few that stayed.
Mind you, you had been on the team for years.
Oh yeah, this was my second year. I had been at that company for 3 years and 11 months.
Come on, tell them.
I had to do the calculation. Yeah, so this literally happened 2 weeks before like my
4-year
anniversary. Yeah.
I had been on the team 5 months.
Yeah, and to be honest, when y'all got on the team, I was like, I don't know why the fuck they hiring, because we ain't got no work to do.
A lot of people said that. But I will say this, in that last 5 months, I learned more than I learned in 2 years of that whole company.
Because we literally did everything. Worked with almost every team.
And the things we were doing, practically, we weren't paid enough, but we were consulted. Like, every line of business consulted us, and we had to figure out your line of business within days or hours.
Yeah.
Come up with a plan, and then feed it to you and get your buy-in on it.
Right. And then also we were the middleman for legal, press, executive team. So it was a lot going on. We had stuff coming from every angle, and then we had our own stuff going on the team, engagement and stuff, and it was just a lot. But I digress. We won't make the episode all about that. But like I said, that day, I was off, and somebody called me from our team. It was like, hey, and I knew something was wrong because she does not call me, because she knows I'm not a morning person. I'm definitely not a morning person when I'm on vacation. So I'm like, hey, are you okay? Because I'm thinking, she's in trouble, she needs some help. She was like, no, not really, because I think I just lost my job, and you need to check your email to see if you did too. So I'm like,
I love her.
I'm on the phone. So I put her on speakerphone, I checked my email. I was like, well, I don't have a job to go back to. So then, like, after that, my best friend in San Francisco, she used to work at that company. And somebody she knew was affected. And she called me. And I'm thinking, how you already know? You ain't even here. But she calls me. And then a couple of other people from the team call me. And then other people call me. It was just a lot. So what was your, like, first thoughts and your emotions, like, when that happened? Like, did you go, like, were you super emotional, or
No,
were you like, I don't know how, like, I would make it, what's gonna happen?
I was even killed, and that's what scares me. When I can logically process, sometimes that freaks me out. Because it was kind of like, at that point, I couldn't deny God. So I was telling you earlier, okay, the week before, I heard, go renovate upstairs. What you mean go renovate upstairs? Go renovate upstairs. So I changed the floors upstairs in my mama's house.
Wow.
I painted walls. I refurbished furniture. I set up a shop. I knew I had to get back to my trade. I knew no matter what I was doing with this company that I have a gift and I need to use that gift.
Yeah.
I had showed the team that we worked on our sector the week before all the renovations. So I literally turned around the camera, was like, look at this, look at that. Y'all, I got this going on. Yay, a big win. A girl in, we call them all hands, in a meet, she had asked a few weeks before, are you guys gonna lay us off? She had asked. And nobody really answered no. And then finally one of the CEOs came back and was like, well, we have over $1 billion something in liquid assets. You guys don't have to worry. But my heart wasn't settled with that explanation.
And then they sent the email about how they were cutting back, no more snacks. And everybody know I just went to that job for the free food. But
I'm not saying
that. They were cutting back on everything, and I was like, ooh.
It's one thing, it's one cutback after another. What's really going on? But I mean, if you hear that message, you know, human nature, you would want to trust those people.
Flag.
But for me, in my heart of hearts, I wasn't okay.
Right.
That explanation didn't suffice. And so once that happened, I listened. And it's like, sometimes you're disobedient, but when you are, you're like, yes, I know God. I know the Lord. He was for me. Yes. And I mean, I was so excited. So honestly, God set me up. No matter what, He had a backup plan. It was like, baby girl, I'm gonna take care of you.
Right.
He's my provider. People always want to make the job their source.
Right.
The job is not your source. It's just the. It's just the outlet God is using. And sometimes you're not even there. It's not about the money. What about the souls you interact with every day?
Right.
What about the smile you're giving to the person? What about that hug that person needed? You might have just been there for that season, but you sitting there stuck on the job when the job ain't even stuck on you.
Ooh, because they don't give a damn about you.
No, get stuck on God.
It's all about money.
And as long as you got God, you gonna make it. Right. So at that point,
because He is the source. Everything else is a resource.
Thank you.
You better preach. I'm just saying. You know, you hit me with the alley. I had to dunk on her.
Okay. Come on, MJ.
But yeah. I feel you on that though. Because I felt the same way. Like, I was happy. I ain't even gonna front. I was like on my Corona staycation, and I was like, oh, so I got a vacation indefinitely. I ain't gotta go back.
Indefinitely.
Let's get it. I can do whatever I want.
Turn up.
And like, I needed this break. And it was funny because I called my mama, because you know, like when something drastic happens, that's the first person you call. So I called her, and I was like, I lost my job today. She was like, are you smiling? I was like, you know I didn't like that job.
Everybody knew you didn't like that job.
Girl, that one meeting, whenever you slacked me about my face,
you had to, y'all, we would be in like, well, what they would refer to as Zoom meetings, and her face would tell it all. Like, I do not have time for one more lie, one more gimmick.
Okay.
If you don't get to okay, let's stop. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, basically, you know when you get to that point in a relationship where you just like have no time for bullshit.
No time. Come on, Fantasia. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I have reached that this time last year.
Yeah.
So it was just like, yeah, it was just time for me to go. And God knew it. And I'm just glad that it happened the way that it did and not the way that I thought it would. Because it had gotten so bad that I started practicing my last words every morning. I'm dead serious. Like, I used to practice what I would say to everybody once I left. Because I did not want to be there.
Who did this bad?
I do. I told you earlier that I'm awkward, like when it comes to talking in front of people and stuff. So I practice stuff like that. But yeah, that's how bad it was. I'm not that dramatic.
Okay, let me stop. That would be me.
But okay, so after all that happened, what did you do? Did you like fix your resume, fix your LinkedIn, and start applying for positions? What was your next move?
I fixed my LinkedIn. I went ahead and worked on Faith. I put that I was self-employed.
You better go, girl.
I automatically put self-employed on LinkedIn. I put that Lyft was over. I reworded all of the brief, what is it? What do you call that? The summary
Yeah.
of your LinkedIn. Actually, my computer had crashed. My computer crashed. Of course, you guys know we weren't paid that week. We were gonna get paid the next week, and then the money that I did have left, I started buying supplies for my salon. So whatever else I needed, I started doing that. I made sure I paid up whatever bills I had. I was like, we need a plan B.
Right.
And then I talked to my mom because I was at her house that day. So my grandmother had been going down. She might have dementia. She has dementia. It seems to be escalating to Alzheimer's. And it was actually helpful that we were working from home because in between breaks I could go help out with her.
Right.
So I started making plans with my mom about that stuff, and she needs help. So it actually was a blessing in disguise for me to be able to be at home, and then we would adjust my schedule so I would start being able to accept more clients. And out of nowhere, all my old people started calling me. I didn't call anybody. They would just start texting me. Khenie, what you doing? Will you still start? Are you thinking about doing hair again? Yeah, come on through. Out of nowhere.
That's God.
To this day, I still haven't gotten an unemployment check.
Hey, you better, because I'm collecting them hoes.
Now, I did register, okay? The day they informed us we was laid off, the same hour, I was like this.
Did you really? I waited. Alright, so now that you're self-employed, tell us a little bit about your business and what you do.
Okay, so I have, the name of my business is called The Mercy Seat. The Mercy Seat. That's a very big name.
Mercy Seat.
The Mercy Seat. Of course, you know we love the Lord.
Ooh.
But Khenie in my father's dialect means mercy.
Okay.
So that's where you see all the handles on all my Instagram.
It makes sense now.
It's The Mercy K.
Okay.
Okay, because I feel like God has really granted me with a lot of mercy. Look, I've messed up a lot in my life. A lot. And to whom much mercy is shown, they're able to give a lot. So I really dedicate that shop to like not just doing your hair, but empowering you when you come sit in my chair. We might pray together. We might praise and worship together.
Touch and agree.
Yeah, but I mean, that chair is like ministry to me. Like, I want to see your hair grow. It's more than just a look. I want to make sure your hair grows. Like, I'm not about to have no bald-headed clients. I'm not. We need edges.
We do.
Okay.
We need
And I've
edges.
missed some a couple of times in my life. And plus, I had gone through PCOS.
Okay.
So that was a battle that God has really been showing me through, and that was kind of why I cut my hair. So
yeah, because I got on social media the other day and you had chopped it off.
wacko.
So
And
what
it's
happened
red.
with that? Yeah.
It's, you know, sometimes life gets stressful, and cutting your hair can be therapy. You saw it in what's the Waiting to Exhale? You seen
I
it.
thought you were gonna do the the Napoli Ever After Smiley thing. 'Cause I know she did it in that movie too.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. Come on, Sana. I mean, I don't have that face, but
We talking about shopping.
I know. I know. It's
Your
just
face
a joke.
is beautiful.
I appreciate yours too. Come on, Lemonade Queen. You better smile first here. Okay. Camera woman, please smile at us.
Your face beautiful too, Terry.
Yes! Come on, Goldie Locks. Okay, she's like, hurry up. Okay, so nevertheless, chopped it off, but I just wanted to showcase with all the climate that's going on in the country, we need to accept us for who we are.
Yes.
I don't need to have weave in my hair for you to like me. It doesn't have to be your status quo. And if you don't want to hire me because I have red, short, curly, nappy hair, then don't.
Because you don't want to be there.
No, you need to accept all of me. My opinions, my blackness, my Africanness, everything, my Americanness, all the nesses.
All the above.
And I want that uplifted in my chair. So y'all follow me. It's The Mercy K on Instagram. On Facebook, it's The Mercy K Khenie, Khenie. And you might hear something spiritual one day. You might hear about your hair one day. You might hear about what's going to help you grow in all facets. It just depends. It's just an uplifting lifestyle kind of thing. So you guys are pushing me to open my YouTube channel. So
yes.
when that happens.
Your content on Instagram has uplifted me.
Oh, thanks.
I love your videos. They're inspirational.
Thanks.
I really need to start working out. And, you know.
It's hard. A fat girl's life is hard.
Girl.
But you can be fit and fat.
That.
Yeah. It's not about size. It's just about a healthy lifestyle. So
yes, and there's not one standardized size for healthy.
No.
Your healthy size is not the same as mine.
Yes,
So
that's true. So girl. Well, it's that. But yeah, that too. And I might start mixing up products. I'm looking into that. Because a lot of people are walking around here with some fungus or like their scalp is septic and they think it's normal for them to be having those kind of irritations or that dandruff on their scalp.
What kind of irritations, like whenever you talk about that?
So a lot of people say they have psoriasis on the scalp, and a lot of times people have a fungus in their scalp, and their beauticians don't know what to look for, so they keep on feeding fungi with grease.
Ugh.
And all you're doing is allowing the scalp to like be infestated, and you don't know you're causing more havoc to that person. So me getting back into hair, I've been looking into things, clearing people's scalps, because a lot of people go to the dermatologist and then they put them on steroids, and then you gain more weight,
Right.
and then you cause another issue, and then you're wondering what's wrong.
That has other side effects too.
So yes, so I've been looking into those things, a lot of natural hair. I mean, I don't mind if you want to relax there, but I'm about to be on you.
Ooh. Because I didn't thought about it. I didn't thought about chopping mine or
Oh,
relaxing
beautiful
mine.
hair.
Girl, I'm tired.
It's beautiful.
I'm tired.
And that's a sign of health. If it's curly,
You're right. But I don't want to deal with it.
I understand why a wig.
See, I bought some clip-ins a few days ago.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about wigs and weaves and stuff.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Because you know me,
Yeah,
you saw me with multiple hairstyles.
Yes.
To me, hair is an accessory.
it is.
It's just like putting on a bracelet.
Right.
If I want to be
I-
Rapunzel,
I need to add some to my collection.
and that's it. And I mean, you don't have to go as far as buying human, but you can get a synthetic wig. So y'all want a appointment? Go on and inbox me. I'm not putting my phone number out here for y'all to be calling me like that. But on Instagram, it's The Mercy K. Okay, THEMERCY
Hit her up. So,
Sorry.
do you have any advice for all of those unemployed millions of people out there right now?
Watch your tongue. That's the number one thing I will tell you.
Say that one more time.
Watch your tongue. In your mouth, you can speak life or death.
Amen.
The number one thing I notice is a lot of people go through way more calamity than the enemy's trying to put on them because they feed it. So I am not going to help the devil in any way, shape, or form to get over on me. So it's your job to speak life. If you want $1 million, speak it. If you want to be broke, speak it. That's as simple as it gets. That's what made or break me. I would say, these people are coming. I wouldn't look for these people. They would text me. I haven't put in a flyer. I didn't tell people I was back in business. God sent these people.
Yes, manifest what you want.
Let God be God. If you're made in His image, you have power in your mouth to be like Him, speak like Him, act like Him, move like Him. You don't have to see it today,
Right.
but keep on working towards that. You're gonna get there. Cause you are a plethora of knowledge. We just said this. Like at the end of the day, like people don't know who they're sitting next to. You know. And
You're right.
You know,
because we worked together for a while, and this is our first like real conversation.
No, and we learned so much in
Right.
the past few minutes about each other.
Exactly.
And I'm very excited.
Me too.
I feel like I gained a new team member. You know, like let me not say that. I almost came up for the old job, but I ain't gonna say that. But
Yeah, don't.
at the end of the day, y'all, be positive. Optimism will get you far. And it's infectious. People want to be around that. You have so much negativity going around.
Especially now.
Yes. And
It's
towards
crazy.
ourselves. Like, as women, we should uplift each other. You know? And then we take that energy and empower our sons and our daughters and our husbands and our community. And then you do the nation. It's a ripple effect.
It is.
So, like, why don't you take your calling and work on that so you can help the next person get forward.
Woo.
It's not just about you. And sometimes we're so focused on ourselves, we block our blessings. Because God's gonna use somebody else to bless you. So invest in other people. There's nothing wrong.
And invest in yourself.
Yeah. Somebody came by me and was like, Khenie, I know you're not gonna take something for free. I ain't gonna say no names, but I wanna bless you.
What they bless you with?
They gave me some money.
Ooh.
And let's make this very clear. As long as somebody does not give you a gift over $11,000, you do not have to claim it on your taxes. You need to know your law. So,
yeah, no laws.
I'm being real. People aren't being real about how easy it is. And God's going to use somebody to bless you. And it touched me. You know, sometimes it's not the amount. Sometimes it's the heart.
Right.
People don't have to think about you.
And you don't know what that person may need. Because money comes and goes. You can get money any kind of way. But sometimes somebody just needs to know that somebody else cares.
And
that goes a long way.
Yeah. A hug, a smile, some joy, making somebody laugh.
Right.
People, there's a lot of suicidal people out here today because they feel alone. So if you call that person, just pick up the phone and call them. You don't know what you're saving that person from.
Right.
So during all this calamity, all this mayhem going on, we're meant to be light. Just shine. It's not that hard. You know? I almost danced with you, but I can't.
You
get up
should
like
have.
that. We can do
All
it.
of this winning.
Hey! What's up, D?
Why she saying like she know Beyonce? Just so
We gotta
Natasha
manifest it.
Wiley.
One day we will. One day I will know Beyonce.
Hey, I know her. The only issue is she don't know me.
One day I will go to Beyonce's house. I'm speaking it, and when I do,
Hey,
I'm gonna make a post. Hey, B. I'm silly. I mean, honestly, let's be real. I mean, we have power in our tongues.
You're right.
So,
Speak everything into existence.
You can't doubt God once He becomes so real that He practically shielded me from that layoff. I can never deny Him.
Amen.
For somebody to come and tell you fix a room the week before you lay off, I owe Him everything. So there's nothing in me that's going to be ashamed of talking about Him. When you kept me from losing my car, I still pay rent without a job.
Right.
You know,
I never needed anything during this season.
no, and I'm eating, and I eat
Eating
when I'm
good.
Man,
Eating good.
yes, come on, grub. So like, yeah,
Grub.
So at the end of the day, it's a blessing. Y'all just be positive. That's my number one advice. And pray. It's okay. And praying doesn't mean you gotta like take a whole hour out, go lock yourself in the room. You can do it while you drive.
But if that's what you want to do, go ahead. If you got a war
Hallelujah.
room, go ahead. I'm not knocking it.
Yeah. And then watch who you hang around. That's my last advice.
That.
Man, keep good company because man, some of these people trash. and they want to make you trash with them. Like, come on, dude. So that's it. That's all my advice.
Okay, I'm gonna be able to use that. I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it today. I'm starting next week.
Okay. I can't say anything. To each his own.
Do you have any last words for our audience?
Support this show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And when mine starts, support my show and be proud of who you are.
Yeah. I'm glad you're finally doing this because, we had that one meeting that was random, but it was a meeting and I'm glad that we were there together.
Yes.
And you were talking about doing your YouTube videos then. And that was like, I want to say last year? Around this time, maybe?
No, it was like January.
Was it really?
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
Were we in an ERG meeting?
No, I'm talking about outside of work. Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I don't.
But anyways, she was talking about her YouTube videos and how she was gonna start creating content, and we're waiting.
Okay, I'm gonna get on.
Your tribe is waiting. Your audience is waiting. Oh my god.
Okay.
On that note, y'all, thanks for joining us today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at JTG Vlogcast. Bye.
Bye.